Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? How's your mom? It's time for me to recap UFC Atlanta, Usman versus Buckley. But before I get into that, I was live today. I'm live every Saturday for every fight. Come check out, come hang out with your boy. It was fun. Tonight was Before we get into the cards, recap the bets. We went negative. We went negative. Not only did we go negative, casual parlay 3 in a row. We lost again. We lost again. We had Thug. That's 3 in a row. We had Thug Rose and Joaquin Buckley. This is a bet I placed, as you can see right here, May the 6th, a while back. We'll get into it. But that obviously misses Thug Rose. In a close fight, it was close. And 30-27 sounds crazy, but it was close. Thug Rose clearly won the third. And the first and second were close, and I kind of gave Rose, at worst, 1-1, but I gave Rose 1 and 3. But I think you could give Rose 2 and 3 as well, because Miranda kind of rallied late, but for majority of the round, Rose was in control and the striking was even. In the first round, the striking was damn near even. I think Rose landed the better strikes with the hands. So 30-27 sounds crazy whenever you're watching a close fight like that, but in reality, it wasn't really that crazy to me. Joaquin Buckley got absolutely dominated. We'll get into that once we get to the card. Absolutely dominated. The Nigerian Nightmare is back. Shout out to bro. Should win parlay. Both legs lose. And Loosa. He was 1 minute away from cashing. He was up 2-0 on every single judge's scorecards. 1 minute away from cashing. Gets KO'd. Gets held against the fucking fence like he's getting shoved in a locker. And eats about 5 right hands. Crumbles. Omar Sy. You'll never get touch another slip a day in your life. You'll never touch another slip a day in your life, bro. This is nasty. That's nasty work. Also, Menifield didn't do much, but he did more than you. You both did fuck all. Props. We had Jose Ochoa and Vanessa Demopoulos versus, I don't know why that says Talita Alencar. Didn't fix it. Versus Jamie Lynn Horth over 2.5 along with Jose Ochoa. That hits. It got dicey. Vanessa Demopoulos was getting pieced up. It got dicey in there, but she beat down on the mouthpiece. She hung out. Mansour Abdul Malik and Cody Brundage goes over. It goes to the third round. Okay, Malcolm Wellmaker one-shot KOs Chris Moutinho in the first round, and I make no money off it. I guess it's all good. And we had Joaquin Buckley and Usman over 4.5. It was a vibe, but I also just felt like people weren't giving enough respect to Kamaru Usman. You know, he's not Kobe Covington, it's just different. And I said that coming into it. Now, I did pick Buckley to win the fight on damage, but I picked him by decision. And I think it was a bit disrespectful to just assume that Usman's just going to get KO'd, because we've never really seen anybody put hands and feet on Kamaru Usman, beat him up, brutalize him, and knock him out. We've seen Leon Edwards land a head kick, but other than that, we've never really seen nobody just brutalize Usman. And we haven't seen. I don't like to just assume because of a layoff and age that somebody just completely regress. I like to see it for myself before I just assume, well, he's through. So fuck, you know what I mean? We had a few live plays. I just got bored. You know, look, we were just, the Jose Ochoa had just knocked out old boy and just cashed the over and just cashed the parlay right here. I was feeling good. I'm like, fuck it, let's just throw some shit together. And we lose because the fight goes to the third round. Cody Brundage and Mansour Abdul Malik goes the fucking distance. I can't believe it. Let's get into the card though. Right here, you guys have to believe me. Like, in reality, I'm not even joking. This fight was kind of entertaining. But you're not gonna believe me. First of all, the prelims way better than the main card. The main card was shit, like really, really bad. But you might not believe me, but this fight, it was a domination from Jamie Lynn Horth. But it was pretty entertaining because Jamie Lynn Horth was beating the shit out of Vanessa Demopoulos on the feet, taking her down, beating her up. But at the end of the day, I mean, we knew what it was. Vanessa goes up to a weight class, leaving a weight class she was already too small for. Facing probably one of the biggest women in that weight class, the ranges woman in that weight class, and Vanessa just really isn't that skilled. She's tough, but just isn't that skilled. So we understood what this was. Phil Rowe and Angelosa, bruh. I can't wait to post my live reactions to this. But post my live reactions to this, bruh. Angelosa. After the first, they both look tired. They both were pretty tired. But Angelosa, he's not usually the guy that gets tired. He's usually the guy that's pushing the pace, dictating where the fight goes. It's moving. It's kind of breaking his opponent a bit. Bro, he's gassed in the third round. Uppercut knocks his mouthpiece out. And I'm like, ref, stop the fight. Stop it. Let him put his mouthpiece in. Ref doesn't stop it. Phil Rowe just unloads on him. Literally shoves him in the locker and just beats the shit out of him. And you got outdog. And in the breakdown, I said Phil Rowe don't really have that dog in him. When the going gets tough, you could probably beat him. And the going got tough. Down 0-2. You absolutely need it. You absolutely need a finish. You know you need a finish. He bites down on the mouthpiece, walks Angelosa down, outdogs him, and finishes him. Impressive. Makes me eat my own words. I gotta shut up. Ricky Simon versus Cameron Smotherman. Pretty boring into the third round. Cameron Smotherman, you could tell there's something there with him. Like in the third round, he started letting his hands go. Now maybe Ricky let off the gas pedal a bit, but you can see there's something there with Cameron. But he's just always fighting from behind in these fights. Granted, it was short notice, but he's just in his last fight, he was fighting from behind the whole time. I think he lost the first 2 rounds in that fight. It's like you gotta start earlier. You gotta be more attentive. You gotta be more purposeful. Ricky Simon's first takedown was too easy. That single leg was way too easy. It's really unacceptable. Now, Ricky Simón, it's a really, like, Cameron Smotherman, he's young. Ricky Simón, like, he's a high-level opponent. So, like, I'm not going to hold it against him. Not like he lost to a bum, but he got outclassed today. And kind of showed there was levels to this. Moving on, Jose Ochoa, my Tabas brother. We had him money line and we had him by finish. Beautiful. First round gets a little dicey. You know, he's starting to style on him a bit. Okay, I will say, okay, I won't say. He starts to, like, really start picking apart. I mean, landed 47 strikes. Fuck it. He started to style on Cody Durden a bit. Beautiful teep kicks. Spinning back, forearm, elbow, fist. It was a forearm. Beautiful left hand. Left hand to the body, right hand upstairs, starting to kind of style on him. And then he starts to drop his hands, and he starts to get really comfortable. Cody Durden catches him with an overhand right, kind of wobbles him a bit. Gets a takedown, ends the round on top, I want to say. Second round, Jose Ochoa comes out, and I want to say, 11 seconds into it. Beautiful uppercut. I want to say left uppercut. Tries to throw the jumping crane kick, misses. Sits him down with a hook. That was all she wrote. Cody Durden in his hometown. He was trying to oar farm with a smile before the round, like, ha, yes, a dog fight, and he got put away. Jose Ochoa is here, baby. Let's go! I'm very excited for this kid's future. Malcolm Wellmaker versus Chris Moutinho. I mean, is there anything to really... I'm posting live reactions. Is there anything to really... You know what I mean? Like, yeah. We kind of expected this. Yeah. I mean, the right hook... Well, I mean, what we know from Malcolm Wellmaker, we didn't really learn anything new. We knew he had the one-hitter quitter. We knew he was explosive. We knew he was pretty dynamic and creative in the angles of which he throws his shot in his hooks, and faking the low kick and throwing a hook on one foot and still having the power in it. But what we don't still know is, okay, what does he look like when his opponent's capable of throwing back? You know, what does he look like as fights go on? What does he look like? Because we know he's willing to overextend. He's willing to bang it out because he just trusts his power that well. Now, maybe he's not. He just did that because he doesn't really respect Chris Moutinho. Who knows? We're not going to see until he fights the better opposition is what I'm saying. But he's kind of overextending. Chris Moutinho was able to get his hands on him a bit. A better wrestler might be able to secure some of the takedowns. You know what I mean? So, it's interesting. But Malcolm Wellmaker, it's going to be something. I just hope they don't rush him. Peyton Talbot, been replaced as the bantamweight. The next bantamweight, you know, prospect we have been replaced. Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. I think it's a pretty clear 30-27. I mean, not much. I mean, I kind of said this. I said the wrestling will probably negate and it'll probably turn into a striking matchup. And Michael Chiesa using that length, using his speed, he's probably going to be faster on the feet, better on the feet, and he just out-touches Court McGee. It's pretty straightforward. Now, this is where the card just starts to go to shit. I'm not going to weigh in on if I thought it was fake or not. It looked weird. It looked weird as fuck. It did. It's questionable. It looked weird as fuck, but I don't want to be the dickhead that just... Because he could have been really fucked up. But I think Paul Craig's lucky that it wasn't a DQ. A no contest was cool. Cool with me because he couldn't continue. I need some water. But Yeah, this was really weird. Paul Craig kind of winning around, maybe not really. He's on his back, but I mean, Paul Craig. I mean, that was Rodolfo Bellato didn't have a great performance anyway, and there was a little adversity starting to come. You can kind of feel it. Whoa, Paul Craig's giving this guy a fight. You know what I mean? And yeah, he was on his back, and it was kind of vintage Paul Craig towards the end. But there is a chance that maybe he wants to take that window out. I don't really want to speculate on it too much, but this is not the domination finish that it was supposed to be. Rodolfo Bellato was just so happy I didn't put you on anything. Even though everything was voided, I'm just so happy I didn't put you on anything. Then it gets worse. Alonzo Menifield and Omar C. Another large favorite undefeated prospect loses his O. Alonzo Menifield really did fuck all. I mean, look, they didn't even land 40 strikes. They both did fuck all. But Alonzo Menifield at least, I don't know, man. It's like, what it felt like is Omar Sy throw something big, miss, Alonzo will land a jab. Omar Sy might land a leg kick, then Alonzo will land a hook in the clinch. That's what it felt like in rounds 1 and 3. Round 2, Omar C really just held on Alonzo's legs for dear life. It was pretty embarrassing. I'll be honest. It's pretty embarrassing. Like, I mean, he didn't even give you a knee stomp. He didn't give you a foot stomp. He didn't give you anything. I mean, nose on nuts, arms on cheeks, holding him. Now, Alonzo Menifield, as a grown-ass man, you got to be able to work your way out of the position. So I'm not letting you off the hook. But the fact that the referee didn't break that up was fucking outrageous. And I'm kind of happy Umar C lost this fight. So that shit was outrageous. Moving on to Mansour Abdul Malik. This guy got a chin on him. I don't know how he got hurt with that spinning back elbow, spinning back fist from Nick Klein or whatever. Cody Brundage was hitting him with some shit. And that shit didn't matter. Now, I'm kind of disagreeing with Twitter scorecards and Twitter scorecards, but looking at round 1, it felt like Mansour landed more than 4, and like it didn't feel like he got outstruck by 7 strikes. So looking at the numbers, I guess you do give Cody the first round. But I felt like 2 was clearly Mansour. I'm not gonna say clearly, but clearly Mansour. You know, he got the bigger reactions in there. He kind of made Cody cower just a little bit. Had Cody on the back foot. But really, it was a lot of throwing big, missing big for Mansour. And then Cody just said, fuck it, I'm going to bite down on the mouthpiece and let it go, and go for it. Like he normally does in the first round. But he says, fuck it, I'm going to bite down on the mouthpiece. I'm going to go for it. Gets hit with a headbutt. Goes to a technical decision. Mansour Abdul Malik wins. I don't really see a problem with it. But Cody was hitting Mansour with some shit. And it felt like it was more than 9 strikes. I don't know if these numbers are correct. Cody was hitting Mansour with some shit. Like big, meaty, winding hooks. And Mansour was just rolling with him, take him. No reaction. Light work, no reaction. Crazy. Cody's chin looked good here too, I guess you could say. But except for the headbutt. Moving on, Cody Garbrandt, Honey Barcelos. Now in the first round, I thought we were going to get the classic Cody. Literally 2 strikes a minute. I said it, 2 strikes a minute. Do an emote. It looked like it was going to be a classic Cody fight. And then Honey Barcelos just started to overwhelm him. Outwork him and outdog him. Honey Barcelos won a clear 29-28. He won rounds 2 and 3. Hurting. Fuck that. Getting big reactions out of Cody against the fence. Hurting Cody against the fence with his hooks. And although he was getting shucked off in the wrestling, he was still making Cody work. And he wasn't just holding on for dear life. He was making Cody work. And then Cody at the end trying to overfarm, and now you kind of said Honey didn't stand up. Nah, Cody. That just wasn't it, bro. Like another hand performance from Cody Garbrandt. What a father from grace. Like it's hard. Like it's hard to believe this guy was that guy. But he was that guy. That's so hard to believe. Not really much to say though. I got this pick right. Moving on. Edmund Shahbazyan. Looked like he broke Petroski's forearm in the 3rd round when he tried to block a kick. Dropped him. Andre started to not cower a little bit, but shell a little bit. Edmund didn't really let go. Same thing Rose did. She I can tell it was a drop. In the moment, I kind of said something looked like it was off of her leg. Sort of find out it looked like she might have tore something, or when she got up at the end of the round, she was limping on it. But they didn't go for it. They didn't go for it, and it was weird. But they might be gambling. Edmund might care. They might be gambling. But this fight was all right. It was just all right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Edmund won 1, 2, and 3. And I feel even though Edmund outclassed him, out techniqued him, technical him, technical, that's not even a thing, but he outclassed him, it still leaves more to be desired because you could have did more. It feels like you could have did more. Like Edmund didn't seem tired at the end. Look, it felt like Edmund could have did more. It felt like Edmund should have found a finish here. The clean shots he was landing with Andre with, if he would have picked up his volume, picked up the pace, it felt like he should have got a finish here. And the fact that he didn't is just weird. You know what I mean? Because Andre was there to be finished. Andre was game though. I mean, he would shoot a takedown and not shoot another one for the rest of the round. He got 1 and 2 and 3 with, I want to say, no control time. What do I look that up? Fuck it. Like, it feels weird that Edmund didn't get a finish here. That's all I'm gonna say. Fight was all right. I mean, Edmund outstruck him. He was working the jab. His kicks were on point. His right hand was on point. Just didn't get the finish. Moving on to Thug Rose. I spoke about this earlier in the bets. This fight felt really close. And when you hear 30-27, it's like, what the fuck? This fight was close. But 30-27, it's not the worst scorecard ever. I think Rose clearly wins 3. I think everybody can agree with that. 2 and 1 is where it gets tricky, right? Now, I give Rose 1. And the reason I give Rose 1 is the strikes were close, but she landed the far more significant strikes. I feel. And when I say more significant, I mean beautiful shots upstairs, kind of getting a reaction, kind of getting a stagger. Miranda did well with the low kicks. Strike by target. Let's see. Yeah, it felt like Rose was attacking the head in that first round, while Miranda kind of made up for it with her low kicks and her body work. Right. And I think her left hand upstairs was on fire. I liked her movement. I think Miranda was like being competitive, but I think Rose outstruck her in the first round. Now round 2. If you're looking at the strikes, it won't tell a different story, but Rose kind of took Miranda down and controlled her for like pretty much the whole round until a minute left. She was on top, threatening submissions, all of the things. Miranda kind of reverses position, and she's landing strikes. She gets her in a fucking arm triangle. The fight almost ends. Like, I can understand Miranda winning 2. The fight is damn near over. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's 24 seconds left on the clock. Rose is turning pink. Her eyes are closed. She's squirming. This is the moment where it's like, you either go to sleep or you tap. And she somehow Volkanovski, Brian Ortega's her way out of the... I'm not exaggerating, guys. Like, you gotta go see it. I'm not exaggerating. I have no idea how Thug Rose got out of that arm triangle. But she did. She did. And then in the third round, she bounced back in a big way. I give Thug Rose 1 and 3. Her the winner, 29-28. And Kamaru Usman. Contrary to belief, Kamaru Usman... Okay, I'm not going to say he outboxed Joaquin Buckley because on the feet, I'm pretty sure Buckley probably landed more strikes. Usman will land a jab here and there. But I think he outthought Joaquin Buckley. He showed a difference in the IQ. He was making Joaquin Buckley think with his feints. He was drawing out attacks from Joaquin Buckley, and he wasn't even there. Like, he would draw out an attack or shake, and it will draw an attack from Buckley, and he would start throwing his hooks. Wham, wham, uppercut, wham, wham. And majority of the time, Usman's not even there to be hit. He's already out of range. So he did a great job with that. He did a great job of rolling with punches, and Buckley landed some clean, and it didn't really stagger Kamaru Usman. But what we know, this was domination. Round 1, like, realistically, you can make cases for round 1 and 2 both being 10-8s. And I'm being dead serious. 49-46, I can understand round 5. 48-47, you're out of your damn mind. You're out of your damn mind. 41 strikes to 1. And I drew blood. elbows, hammer fists, really good work on top. Wasn't just really good work. Dare I say Habib-esque without the submissions. Really good work. Smashing this guy on top, drawing blood, cutting both eyes, battering both eyes, swelling both cheeks. Pause. Like, this was vintage. This was 2021. You know, welterweight champion Kamaru Usman like, this was amazing performance from Kamaru Usman. The Nigerian nightmare is still here. Joaquin Buckley, this sets him far back. I could see him matching him up with like a Protez or something, and that's not a good matchup for him. Because Protez is going to be more pinpoint, more accurate. But it would be a fun bang out on the feet. But two guys coming off a loss, close in the rankings. I'm not looking at I don't have the welterweight rankings off the top of my head, but if I do, I can kind of see that being a matchup. Kamaru Usman, as far as getting the next title shot, I don't know. I don't know. Sean Brady has really good. He's put together a pretty good winning streak. And Gary's on a 1-fight win streak. So you could pick your poison with that one. But Kamaru Usman, you're 1-3 in your last 4, but let's only count welterweight. You're 1-2 in your last 3. Although I do think you dominated Joaquin Buckley, and that performance shows that you can fight at that level. I just don't know if the resume and what you've done recently does. But we'll let the UFC figure that out. I'm a Kamaru Usman fan, so we'll figure it out. Like, how, subscribe, share it to somebody. Let me know. This card was fucking mid. I ain't gonna lie. But let me know if you enjoyed it. Share this to somebody I know they'll enjoy it just like you did. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here, man. Yeah.